And so we're back for another clip. The other camera, well, this is a new camera, this is a Mrs. camera. The camera I had in planned was, picture quality was terrible, so hopefully this one will be better. So give you a brief idea of what I've been doing. So hopefully these will be the new adjusters. So what I've done is I cut the tops off. They're everywhere. Anyway, they were coach bolts with the rounded tops, so I cut them off and put little slits in the top. Trying to match the original ones on the headlights. So what the plan is to do is clean these up and adapt these to take these as well as the headlights. There we go. Now the missus won't kill me for going to the bench. It's a cold day today. Okay, so what I plan to do is with these, that way, I'm going to clean them off with the angle grinder away from the camera. What I'm going to do is clean all these down. I'm going to get a nut and hopefully get it welded into there, so that then becomes the adjuster like so. And obviously that will go from the headlight to the nut. Obviously that will screw in and out, putting the headlight in and out. So wish me luck. So I'll just explain again what I'm doing. So these are the headlight adjusters. So on the back of these there is some basically just like old-fashioned rivets. So I've just ground them off, so I can just pull them off like that. And I'm going to grind them down like this. This is the front, so this is the rear, so the writing is the front, so that faces the headlight. So just important information to remember, so when it gets fitted back on. So yeah, that's going to be that. So I'll clean up this one, and yeah, I'll show you how I get on. Let's see if I can move the camera for you. Alright, set up for you. There we go, that'll do. Apologies for the safety goggles.
saying?
I'm recording.
Hello.
Apologies for that. It's family calling me about problems with their vehicles and stuff. So, a bit warm. So that's obviously very pitted from the corrosion and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to get these lined up and get these welded. I will do that off camera because I don't want the camera to damage with the welder, with all the flashes and stuff. But I'll be back in a little while and show you. Okay, so what I've done is I managed to get a nut knocked into the middle. I'll just show you this. Ooh. So I managed to get a nut knocked into it, nice and tight. Obviously just putting a bolt for it for now. This is not the right bolt, but it's just to stop the paint going in. Attack welded it here. I have done it a few times, and the heat from the welder kept on distorting the nut. So the threads were all chewed up. For example, yeah, it's I couldn't get the thing out, so lucky I had a spare. So the idea now is to paint these black. So I've got some gloves, my trusty painting gloves. Get these painted black, so they're all treated, so they're raw metal. Obviously those threads stay in there until the paint's dry and they can come out. And get this paint open. So yeah, get this all painted and they're done. So that's you've probably seen me use this paint quite a lot. So this is basically Hammerite but without the name. So it's yeah, it'll be good. It's so far I've used it. I've had it for a couple of years. It's worked really well. Like I said, it's basically a non-branded paint, but its chemistry is basically Hammerite. You can paint directly to metal. You can paint it directly to rust if you really wanted to. Personally, if you kind of cover it, it's you best remove it first, but it's not always easy for people. But anyway, stop waffling on, as they say, and get these just quick lick of paint on them, just to protect them, and then these can dry. Not fussed about it going over my hands. Any little touch-ups can be done. As you can see, it's not bad paint. The other side while I'm at it. Like I said, these bolts are just in there just to keep the thread clean, and I'll take these out with an Allen key afterwards and then clean up the surrounding bits. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you what I actually do. It's boring, I know. No one wants to see someone paint, but I did say I'll video more of me doing the stuff. Obviously I didn't video with the welding. This is my missus camera I'm using. Didn't realise it done videos, but it's certainly better than what I managed to purchase. I purchased a third-party action camera on the pretense of getting some good footage instead of using the Kindle, and it's supposed to be 1080p. It's not even 720. Its picture on it is absolutely awful. But, you know what they say? It's sometimes you buy cheap, you buy twice. I refuse to buy again. For example, the reason why the missus let me use her camera. That's, so yeah, that's the reason why I didn't want to weld in front of it, because obviously I didn't want to damage the lens in it, which obviously can happen. So yeah, that's better. Like I said, I'm not too looking for a perfect job. I'm just looking for it to be covered. It's yeah, so we'll get there with it. So yeah, I'm just going to leave these sit for a little while. It's already going tacky. Very quick paint to dry. So they're already going tacky, so I'm just going to leave them sit there. Like I said, I'll clean up any holes that need to be cleaned up. Any of the ones that don't need to be cleaned up, I won't bother. So yeah, and they can sit there and dry. So while they're drying, I was going to treat the back of the headlights. I did have some high temperature black paint somewhere, but a typical man in his shed, there's more crap in there than there is at a dump. But I really need a sort out. Once the van's done, I'll have a sort out, just in case there's anything I could use. So yeah, these are going to dry. I'm going to set up the sanding disc on the grinder. Take his gloves off for a minute and let them dry. And I'm going to start trying to free these up. Obviously I don't want to do it over them, but I want to start trying to free these up. As you can see, they're yeah, they need to be sorted. So yeah, I'll leave you to it, and I'll start videoing again once I decide what the next one is. Hello guys, so a bit of an update. Going to be painting the backs of the headlights today, the mirrors. Decided to do the airbox because it's looking a bit crusty. I'll show you that in a second. So yeah, managed to get the adjusters done yesterday, all painted. They've been drying on a board in the van. So yeah, it's getting there. Have a look through the tablet, the Kindle that I was recording on before. I got a bit more footage there of the welding underneath the bonnet. I'll put that in the video so you can see that. And yeah, I'll just show you this now. A bit wobbly. Okay, so this is the airbox. As you can see, it's seen better days. So I'm going to give this a sand down. There you go. I'm going to give it a sand down. The paint is solid, but it's just rusty. So it's not going to try and attempt to take this off because then might luck. I'll take this off and end up splitting the hose. So going to leave that for now and then just work around here and the rest of it. See if I can get this back up again. It's a bit of writing. Yeah, I'll set the camera up and do it. Welcome back, guys. I've done quite a bit. The battery on the camera died. Just give you a little update before I put it back on charge. So I was doing the headlights and these plastic clips here had broken on the other one. So, and there's a bit that comes off it. So what I've had to do is improvise to show you. And what I've had to do is drill them, the two holes, the two metal studs that are there. So I've drilled them, drilled through the middle. I put a flat nut in there, so a square one, which is the same thread, and then I pop riveted them. So now the adapter is all sorted. So now the thread, so I'm going to use this one. There's another one from the original adjuster, so that goes in there like so. Oops, sorry, and screws in like so. So I'm going to get these bolted back on. Another little update. I've screwed these to this board so I can paint them, so that way they're not touching any of the painted surface. So this is the air box, so that's underneath, that's all painted, and that's hanging there, so it's not touching anything, so it can dry without being disturbed. And the headlights over here, so obviously they were pitted and everything else. The paint's not the best job, but it's certainly better than what it was. So they're done. I'm going to get them fitted and I'll give you an update. I'm going to put this camera back on charge. So, managed to get the headlights on. The adjusters were a little bit fiddly, but they're solid, so they can be adjusted in and out. So they did work. Let's just quickly show you. So, I can't get you from this angle. Okay, we'll go this from this angle. So, if you're going to see the adjusters down here, so that's the solid bar. Obviously that goes in and out. What I had to do was put a little nut on this side, just there, and a little wing nut on the other side, so I can adjust it. This one here is the one that broke, and I put the little plate on it with the two rivets and the square nut between the two. This one works perfectly fine. Just had to put a couple of bolts on the end of this one, so they're locked together. So now if I adjust this, the whole thing comes in and out. So that works. That's normal. This one here is the one I originally replaced because it was broken. So that's done. This one works fine. Obviously this side here, my camera skills. This one works absolutely fine. Doesn't need a nut on either side because the threaded and plastic's still good. So that screws into the back there. So they're all good. I'll just set this back up over here, and we'll get these front bits on. Sorry about all the background noise. New fence put up, which the wall keeps falling down. A couple of storms we've had recently has done its toll on a few properties. Anyway, mumbling on. Pardon me. Okay, so these are both nice and secure now, they're not going anywhere. Same with that side, which is all good. That's what we like to do. Okay, show you something else as well. So let's see if I can get this. So that's the welding that I did down there. That's where that sneaky little hole was that had been hidden behind the airbox that sits across here. Obviously I had to take the cooler bottle off, the washer bottle off, and broke both bolts. So I had to drill them and then put a bolt through this side, which was easy, but the other side was actually inside the panel. So behind there was actually inside the panel. So what I did is I got a bit of old MIG wire, fed it through the hole at the top, obviously drilled the hole, fed it through so it went through, and then this side I wrapped the MIG wire around the thread of the nut and then pulled it through. And as it pulled through, it came through the hole, and then obviously I was able to show you, I was able to put on a nut and bolt with a big washer. So that's on there nice and secure, and obviously that one there is unsecure, which is down this little gap here. So yeah, obviously the van needs a lot of tidying up. Still need to source one of these pipes here. I believe I found the right one on eBay, but at the moment it's not leaking. It's replaced the cable ties with a tube D clip just to hold it up, because the cable ties were squashing it, so that's good. But yeah, that looks so much better on the front, and they're secure. So yeah, so now that's done, these are drying. So what I've done is I've screwed these to the board so I can get to the tops and the bottoms. Obviously the face that's facing the board sits against the bodywork on the van, which has a rubber gasket, and then obviously this is hanging nice and dry. So yeah, all good. And yeah, I'll give you an update in a second. So on fitting the surrounds and obviously reconnecting the indicators, this wire is completely deteriorated. There's no signal getting from power going from here to the bulb in here. So what I'm going to do is I've cut this, because this one is a dead one, doesn't do nothing. And then connect a connector here for the wire, and then move that to the van. Remove this one. The earth seems okay, so I'm just going to rewire that, and yeah, I'll let you know how I get on. Now I'm supposed to use red wire because obviously it's a power wire, but I don't have any red left, so I'm going to use purple. See my van. I know what it's going to be for. So yeah, it's, I'll get this all connected up, and I'll just show you. So my hands are not working. Hands are not working like they're supposed to. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Okay. That's on there, that's tight. Let's clip this on. So just to show you what I'm doing. So this one was the knackered one. Can't get this bolt undone. I've tried undoing it, and it's just spinning in there, which is just churning up the plastic. So I don't want to keep doing that because I don't want to break it. So what I've done is I've snipped it here because this one doesn't do anything. I'm going to feed that underneath like so, like that, and then I'm going to run that back up there like that. Put a sleeve on that, which is what's the sleeve? There it is, right underneath my nose as usual. So this is the original sleeve that came with it. So it's going to feed the two down it. Fruit. Okay, so like that. So these are my trusty snips. Okay. So if anyone's wondering, I'm not a qualified mechanic, I'm not a qualified or electrician, just a tinkerer. I love taking things apart, I love fixing things. It's, what's the saying? It's jack of all trades, master of none. It's, okay, so how it's looking so far is those two are on there. So just move my box like so. We may as well grab the bits to try and get it finished. Okay, let's try and get done. Grill on first. Go down like so. This one's got grooves. That comes up and sits like so. And these are these torque bits. Two. Right. So let's see if this works. Apologies for that again. Start pulling those things up. Okay. We'll do. Let's get that off. and voila, it is done. So let's we can get rid of that one. Let's sit there for now. Put that one in there. It's, at some point I would have to sort the seals out on these because there's quite a bit of growth in there. It's, yeah, that's a job for another day. So there. Well, as you can see, in this corner here, it is now working. I'll just move the camera over. There we go. So yeah, it's let's put the headlights on and see if they work. Haven't checked them yet. Side light. Small drive. Which bulbs will. Okay. Okay. So anyway, it's indicators are working, hazards are working. So headlights, we'll get the thing started at some point, and we'll go from there. Okay, so a little update. Just packed up. Apologies again for not recording the spraying of the lights and the mirrors in the box. The camera was dead, so that's been on charge. You can see now it's on charge. Well, it's fully charged. We'll be going back on charge tonight, ready for tomorrow. So yeah, the got the air filter back on the box. It was all dry, so managed to put that back on. Thought I'd start the van. It hasn't been started in 3-4 weeks, so that started. Took a little bit, but it got there. It purred over nicely once it was going, which is good. The so yeah, the wing mirror arms are still in the, or still screwed to the board. They're in the back of the van, where it's dry, so they can fully dry, if you know what I mean. Lights are all dry. They're all working. So yeah. That's basically, this is the bit of this bit. We'll start refresh and start recording for the next one. Got a few other things I need to do. Something that I'm not looking forward to, but I'll have to do it. But yeah, but like I said, if you can give a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Any questions or comments, fire away. I'll answer what I can. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.